Hi, I'm Matt Gallagher from Amateur Photographer magazine, and I'm here with Mark Thackeray from Olympus to discuss the 3 new pen cameras. So Mark, let's go through them. To start with, we've got the EP3.
That's right. That's probably the best place to start because that's the one with everything and that's the one that's coming first. The first thing to say is that we're making a very bold claim about these. All 3 of them will have the world's fastest autofocus in an interchangeable lens camera.
So we're talking not just compact system cameras, we're talking anything interchangeable lens camera.
Even the big SLRs.
Wow.
These will be quicker. That's the first big statement. They all share the same sensor, which is a brand new 12 million CMOS sensor, and they all share the same image processor, a new TruePic 6 image processor, which gives the increased autofocus speed in combination with the sensor, and it gives much better color reproduction. In fact, the whole image quality right the way through, higher ISO, better noise, everything. Okay. So it's a big leap forward in all 3 cameras. Now the P3, which is I suppose the obvious successor to the original EP1, you can get in black or in silver. This is the black one with a standard black lens. The big thing about these cameras is that for most users who want to control things, there are lots of buttons and dials. So the top, straightforward selection of function, and then on the back you have the familiar thumb wheel, which was on the original EP1, and a dial here which you can also use to adjust aperture and shutter speed. So for the enthusiast, this is the camera. And the big change over EP1, if people remember, is that didn't have a built-in flash. This now does.
Excellent.
So that's key. The other big difference between this and the others is this has, and it's not a working model at the moment, but we'll get you one of those very soon.
Excellent.
This has a 3-inch OLED, and it has also touch control. So you can pinpoint the focus using your finger if you wish, and adjust a lot of the other functions at the same time. So you've got the choice on this. You can use it for preview, review, and you can control some of the functions, or you can control the functions using the dials. So it's a real top-end, high-end camera.
Excellent.
Okay,
so that looks really good. So then the next stage down.
If you are a little intimidated by that, or perhaps don't quite want to reach that level, then I would go for the Lite, which is an intermediary sort of camera, and it doesn't have quite the same controls on the back, but functionally it's very similar. Same processor, same sensor, as I say. Big difference between the two, you'll notice straight away, is a flip-out screen, so you can do great macro with that, or you can tip it the other way and use it for overhead shots. It shares the function dial on the top, so you can choose what mode you want to be in very quickly. Otherwise, the main performance of the camera is almost identical. You'll see it here with the new tele lens. This is the 40 to 150, which is equivalent to around a 300 on standard. So that's the Lite.
Excellent.
And then in my pocket, just to prove how small it is, and I'm going to swap lenses at this point, is the Mini. Now this is where it gets really interesting. And if I borrow that one back, good bit of juggling. This is the whole point about system cameras, as we know, is the changeable lenses. But we're increasingly seeing a lot of people move up from compacts. Yeah. And this really is like a compact camera where you can change the lenses, but without any intimidating kind of interface. So on the top, it's very, very clean lines, on-off button, shutter release, that's it. You turn it round and it'll be a very familiar sort of scene for a compact user. A very big, nice, big wide screen with a simple function dial. Now you can get to a lot of the functions and the manual controls that the others have, but it doesn't have all the buttons and dials that confuse some people when they're moving from a compact.
So should you want to, you can still do all the manual control through this
Absolutely.
camera as well?
Still do all the manual control, but it's a little bit more accessible, or less intimidating, should we say. Now all 3 also share, you'll notice on the top, a one-touch video button, which is not unusual nowadays, but for us it's good that we've gone to 1080p full high-definition resolution with improved image stabilization and improved video performance altogether. So that's another big benefit that's shared by all 3 cameras. To make these as sleek and as small as possible, we decided to do without the built-in flash, but don't panic, there is supplied with both the Lite and the Mini a detachable flash which goes into the hot shoe like this. It even has a bounce function so that you can be a little bit more creative with your lighting. And the hot shoe interface is common to all the pens now. and that allows you to put on the electronic viewfinder. It also allows the macro lights and the Pen Pal Bluetooth accessory, which we also do. So they're starting to become a really nice new system.
And I believe we've got a couple of new lenses as well.
We certainly have, and this I'm particularly excited about because it's something a lot of people have been asking for right from when the pen was first launched, and that's two prime lenses, one of which you see here is the 12mm f2. That's very much a classic street photography lens, and it even has a snap focus ring so that you can leave it in AF or click it back and manually focus just like that. Really nice to use, and it looks good on the P3 there, but if you take it off there and put it on the Mini, you'll see just how portable this sort of high quality could be. Look at that. That, you wouldn't believe, is SLR quality in a compact. And the other, in a compact body.
Yes.
The other lens is a 45 f1.8, which in old money is a 90mm 1.8 portrait lens, which is an amazing piece of kit. I haven't got it here, of course, to show you, but we'll put it to you as soon as we can. And that'll give you that classic shallow depth of field that you want with a portrait. And again, not much bigger than this, and it'll be a really great accompaniment to either body.
Brilliant. Okay, so when are these cameras going to be available?
The P3 will be first. We hope that'll be early part of August, and the other two will follow. I think the Lite will be probably late summer, and the Mini we expect early autumn.
I believe we're still waiting on prices for the second two, but for the...
Yeah, the first one, be available body only or with a lens. With the lens, probably around £800.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Pleasure.